Rain slicked the streets like mirrors for broken dreams. The kind of night where the city whispered secrets no one wanted to hear. And that's when it happened. Blue lights. A siren scream cutting through the quiet. The car slowed, a black Mercedes S-Class, gleaming under street lamps like money with a heartbeat. Behind the wheel sat Derek Miles, 32. Black. Clean fade. Fresh suit. Calm eyes that had seen too much to flinch anymore. His hands rested on the steering wheel, steady, open, visible. He'd done this dance before. The officer stepped out, Sergeant Cole Bryant, mid-40s, white, built like a linebacker who'd retired angry. His flashlight sliced through the night, landing on Derek's face. Then on the car. Then on the plates. And that smirk came, the kind that didn't need words to say you don't belong here. Bryant tapped the car window. License and registration. Derek rolled it down slowly, every movement deliberate. Evening, officer. Can I ask why I was stopped? Tail lights out, Bryant lied. Derek frowned. This car's less than a week old. Then you should have checked it, shouldn't you? He snatched the license, looked it over. Derek Miles. That's supposed to mean something? Derek didn't answer. His jaw tightened. Bryant circled the car, flashlight tracing every line like he was hunting for trouble. Then he stopped at the passenger window and froze. Behind the tinted glass sat an elderly woman, hands folded neatly over her purse. Silver hair. Pearl earrings. Calm dignity in her posture. She rolled the window down. Officer, she said softly, is there a problem? Bryant blinked. Ma'am, this is a routine, she interrupted, voice gentle but heavy with authority. I'm sure it is. But I'd like to know why you pulled my driver over. Derek stayed silent. Bryant's voice faltered. And you are? The woman's lips curved faintly. Chief Justice Evelyn Carter. United States Supreme Court. Silence. Then thunder cracked somewhere in the distance, like God adding punctuation. Bryant's mouth opened, but no words came out. The badge on his chest suddenly felt heavier. He stammered, Ma'am, I didn't realize. Justice Carter's gaze didn't waver. You didn't realize what? Her tone was surgical, calm, precise, cutting deep. That the man you stopped is my godson? Bryant's face drained of color. Your godson? Derek finally looked up, his voice low but sharp. You wanted to know what kind of man drives a car like this? Now you know. The officer stepped back. I didn't mean, Justice Carter cut in, her voice like judgment cloaked in grace. Officer Bryant, I've spent 40 years watching men like you turn suspicion into suffering. You're not special. You're just another symptom. The rain hit harder. Bryant swallowed, humiliated. Ma'am, if I could just save it, Derek said quietly. You did what you came to do. Now you can explain it to your captain. Justice Carter leaned forward. Call your supervisor. Now. He hesitated. Do you want me to make the call? Bryant fumbled for his radio like a man holding his own downfall. When backup arrived, red and blue lights painted the rain-soaked street like irony itself. A younger officer stepped out, froze when he saw Justice Carter. Chief Justice. She raised a hand. Spare me. Your sergeant decided to play God tonight. Perhaps you can explain why. He stammered. I can't, ma'am. No, she said quietly, you won't. Derek sat still, calm, hands unmoving. Every second felt like history looping itself. Except this time, Justice was in the passenger seat. Bryant's voice cracked. I swear I didn't know. Justice Carter turned to Derek. Son, are you pressing charges? He shook his head slowly. No, I want something better. She raised an eyebrow. And that is, I want him to apologize. On record. Bryant's pride froze him in place. Derek leaned out slightly. Come on, Sergeant. You were bold 5 minutes ago. The younger cop whispered, Sir, just do it. The rain softened. Bryant's jaw clenched. I'm sorry. Louder. I said I'm sorry. Justice Carter studied him. You see, Sergeant, sometimes justice doesn't need a courtroom, it just needs witnesses. Then she looked at Derek. Drive. The car pulled away, slow and deliberate. Bryant stood in the rain, drenched in his own shame. 2 weeks later, a video surfaced online. Dashcam footage. The stop. The voices. No yelling, no editing. Just truth. Caption. When justice sits beside you. It went viral overnight. Not because it was violent, but because it was real. Every frame became a mirror. The quiet arrogance of authority. The calm dignity of restraint. The world saw it. And the world remembered. Bryant was suspended. But for Derek, it wasn't about revenge. It was about recognition. A month later, courtroom in D.C. Bryant sat at the defense table, sweating under fluorescent lights. Across from him, Derek, sharp gray suit, gold pin gleaming. No longer invisible. Justice Carter presided from the bench this time, not as a passenger but as power itself. "Sergeant Bryant," she said, "you stand accused of racial profiling, unlawful detainment, and abuse of authority. How do you plead?" Bryant looked down. "Guilty, Your Honor." Carter nodded. "Accountability isn't punishment. It's learning what you should have never forgotten, humanity." Derek watched calm. For once, the man who judged him was the one being judged. After the hearing, rain still fell outside, but softer, cleaner. Justice Carter stood beside him. "You handled yourself well," she said. Derek smiled faintly. "You taught me silence can be power, when used at the right time." She nodded. "And grace cuts deeper than revenge." He looked out at the city. "Do you think he learned?" She sighed. "Maybe. But even if he didn't, everyone watching did." Lightning flashed again. The rain whispered closure. Derek slipped into his Mercedes, calm behind the wheel. This time he didn't just drive away from injustice, he drove toward legacy. Because no matter how hard they try to silence your worth, truth always finds the mic. If this story moved you, hit that like button and subscribe. Because on this channel we don't just tell stories, we uncover truth hidden in the struggle.